I'll recognize my people, and then you can do yours.
We're recording.
Okay, good morning, everybody. If you can't be on the call live, I hope you're listening to the playback. But we wanted to do a little bit of recognition. First of all, since we got new spring products, let me just give a shout out to our free-for-all winners in the month of January, because we did December already, but in the month of January, you still had the opportunity to earn some new products. So Vicki Sipes, $2,000 level. Yeah. So she'll be getting some more stuff in the next week or so whenever they ship that.
Awesome.
For you. Jenna Rohr earned $1,000.
Yay, Jenna.
Yay, Jenna.
Say that again.
Yay, Jenna.
Yay, Jenna. Diane Van, she earned over $1,000 too. Deb Pugh earned over $1,000. And Margaret Jolly earned over $1,000, and Cynthia Sparrow earned over $1,000. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that did over 1,000. Yay!
Yeah.
Awesome. And I wanted to just recognize Wani. Wani did over 2,000. Yay! And Wani brought in the last 1,000 in 2 days of the month. So
wow, we're going to hear about that in a little bit.
She wanted that.
I don't blame her. While we're on February or January recognition, I just want to give a shout out to Vicki Sipes as my #1 on the team. You were my consultant superstar this month. She did $2,246.99 in sales.
Good job, Vicki.
Her show average in the month of January was $750. And her top show, you guys, are you ready for this? Her top show was a catalog show closing at $1,496. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Way to go, Vicki.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And let's see. I'm just looking to see. I think we're good. And she got 4 bookings, which is awesome. You got 4 bookings for that month, out of that month. So
great job, Vicki.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I want to
Jenna came in at #2 at $1,388.92. Way to go, Jenna. Her show average, her top show was $445. So way to go. Those were 3 catalog shows that she did. So pretty awesome.
Good job, Jenna.
All right, Tina.
Woohoo! Well, I want to recognize the Merle team consultant superstar. Wani Pena had a fantastic month. Her sales were $2,137.53.
Good job, Wani.
Thank you. She did one cooking show, 2 catalog shows. Her top show, which was her own cooking show, which you're going to hear more about, was $1,103.98. But I have to tell you, the most exciting thing for Miss Wani is she signed 2 new consultants.
Congratulations, awesome job.
So Wani has a big goal. She has quit her full-time job at the beginning of the year, and she is ramping up her Pampered Chef business, and we are working to promote her to director. So she is well on her way.
Awesome.
With 2 consultants on your team, you are a team leader, and that is so exciting. So Wani, we are so excited for you and super proud of all that you're doing in your business.
That's awesome.
All righty. And let's see. I want to introduce everybody to Amy. Since Amy's here new, she is one of my new consultants from January. And Amy, just to introduce Miriam. Miriam is a fellow director friend of mine, and we do all of our meetings and stuff together. So you're going to see us always kind of tag teaming off of each other. But everybody say hi to Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy. And hopefully you saw her little blip that she put on our team page. But Amy, if you don't mind, would you mind to just kind of introduce yourself and tell us what you're most excited about in your new business?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, Jerry is here with me as well.
Here also.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey.
So we're going to kind of team up together. Jerry used to be a cook So this is going to be really kind of natural for him, helping everybody when we're doing our interactive cooking shows. Hopefully, he can cook and I can talk. So there you go. And so we were just looking for a second, income, but nothing that seemed like a job. So I really think that we're going to have a lot of fun with this, and we're just kind of raring to get out the gate.
That's
Awesome.
exciting.
That's
Welcome,
awesome.
guys. All right, so every month we are going to be recognizing our consultant superstar on our teams. And, we probably think that maybe sometimes you get tired of just hearing from Miriam and I, and you want to hear from other people too. So we want our consultant superstars. We're going to pick one from the Merle team and one from the Tedeschi team every month, and we're going to have them share on our meeting. So our superstar for this month on the Merle team is Miss Wani. And I know you guys are dying to hear, like, what is she doing, right? Because, she's just rocking it. So Wani, would you share a little bit with everybody about January, how you got those sales, and then once you've done that, then tell us about your recruits and like, who are they, where did you meet them, kind of how did you ask them, kind of thing. Okay.
Miriam, do you wanted to talk? I kind of see you.
Oh, I just wanted to say Deb Pugh is another director, and she is out. She's sick today, and so she's not on the call. But she too will also have a consultant superstar every month as we kind of develop this little part of our team meeting. So she said she's sorry she's not on the call. I just meant to say that in the beginning, and I forgot. So Wani, take it away.
All right. Well, I was kind of worried this January because I was start slow, and I was like, okay, I have to do something. So I had already planned my own cooking show, and I already had like a catalog set up, but everybody wanted to do everything at the end of the month. So I was like, well, that's still fine. It's not the beginning of the month, but I still get in it for January. So for my cooking show, what I have, I had the teen recipe show. So I had two girls that one that had already said they wanted to be a Pampered Chef consultant, and one that was thinking about it. So what happened on that at that party, it's like one of the girls' mom was so excited about it, and she keeps saying this is so cool, these products are so good, and I think that kind of helped the one that was thinking about it. But well, I had my show, and it's awesome because I have one lady that come in and she says, oh, I have an order from my husband. I have to order this for my husband because if I don't order this, he said he was not going to let me order anything else. Which is,
all right.
She ordered for me every month because she wants to get everything, and so I was excited because her husband wanted a double grill thing, and also his own little frying pan that he said no, he didn't want nobody to touch it. So that was already $300 right there. So what I'm getting a lot is I'm getting because the Hispanics, I'm getting a lot of Hispanics and they don't know the product. So once they come and see it, it's just, it blows their mind. They just want it more and more and more and more. So where I'm working right now is that they are a little scared of having their own party. So I'm trying to, get that feeling away. So I can start getting more books out of the Hispanic, which have worked. I think they're getting comfortable with it. So I'm getting some shows out of them. And that's good because we have so many Hispanics that don't know about this product.
That's awesome.
And they're getting so excited about it. And like I say, I don't sell this product because I just want to sell it. It's because I love it. And I know you're going to love it. That's what I tell her. I just know being a Hispanic, having a Hispanic background, I know you're going to love it. But I'm so excited because I just don't have Hispanics. I have other people that have been booking from me. So I had this girl from the bank, one of the banks here in town. So she had a catalog show, and she had she started with $350. And then, I keep saying, you can do this, girl. If you get to 650, you get double reward. So she got so excited about it, and she ended up with $730 show catalog.
Awesome.
And I got another party out of her catalog show. So I'm having next month. I go into the bank, and we're having it there after hours. So we're gonna have one. And then I had one other lady that just called me before the meeting, and she is have y'all heard of those people that have that oil, the Terra? Okay, well, she said she wants to, she's having some kind of meeting with some people, and she wants to have the Pamper Chef party that same day. So I'm going to be there. She said, I'm going to have several people, and that will be my party, like her party, but at the same time, you might get some bookings out of that. So, I just been working and with I've been trying to work a lot with the Hispanic population, but I also, get some other bookings from friends that I know and people that I know for a long time. And I'm just so excited that it's been working out, and I just hope the rest of the year goes as well as I started January. And about my 2 recruits, well, I had this 2 girls. One is Gabby. Gabby, I worked with her at the doctor's office. So she was a translator there, and then she quit. So she doesn't work. And when I started buying like Pamper Chef, when I used to buy from Tina and do parties with Tina, I will always, show the catalog to Gabby, and Gabby started liking all the products. So she's always been like getting products from me. And then, we were kind of, Gabby, you don't work. What about some extra money? Would you like to have some extra money? And it was always, a talk every month until finally, at the very end of the month, after her own party, she said, I had already put the order in and everything. And then she said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and sign in. I'm just sign me in, put all the information. And I'm like, okay, wow. I mean, that's great. I mean, you should have seen that party at that house. Her mom was so excited. At some point, I could not even talk because the mom wanted to talk. I mean, she wanted to show all the products. She was so excited. She was like, oh, no, wait until you see this, and wait until you see this, and come and try it. And I'm like, just, standing there. And I'm like, I was talking, but she was like so excited and getting everybody excited at that party.
Did you recruit her too?
I thought about it, but
you need to
together. So I think that's why I got mom and daughter are gonna.
Oh.
But she was so excited. But we did get a party out of that.
Good.
A booking out of that party. So, and Maudie, she was just different. I keep posting on Facebook and posting on my page, and then one day she just decided that I want to do that. But she has never been to a party. That's just the strength. She has never been to a party. She has never actually seen all the products, but she wanted to be part of it. So I just went to her house and talked to her about it and show her some of the products, and she's so excited, and she's been doing. I think she already turned like a $500 party.
She did.
Yeah. So they're excited about it, and I'm excited about it. So we'll see how the rest of the year goes.
I love it. Isn't that the magic moment at your parties when you have a guest so excited that they're selling the product for you? Like, that's just the coolest thing about our job. And I love when that happens. I'm like, this is great. It's so fun.
And it usually happens when my sister, she gets so excited and she gets all her products out. Well, let me tell you, my sister, if you go to my sister, is like probably a Pamper Chef store.
Yeah.
Like, she has everything. I don't even know if there's anything else in the catalog that she needs to buy. She just loves Pamper Chef. At one point, I'm going to recruit her.
March 1st, she'll have to just, get all that new stuff.
Yes. I'm sure she will.
Wani, thank you so much for sharing. And we're just so excited for everything that's happening in your business. And I just love it that you are getting into the Hispanic community. That has always been something that I've desired, to be able to share this product with the Hispanic community. So just love that you're doing that. And like you shared with me, Wani, the Hispanic community is really centered around cooking and eating together, and good cookware. So we, we're a perfect fit. So
yes, we are.
Awesome job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm learning from all of y'all. I mean,
We all
everybody
do.
is so that's good. That has helped me a lot. So I thank everybody for, all the tips and everything that y'all always have at the page and everything. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's awesome. Awesome. And from the Tedeschi team, our consultant superstar is Vicki. So she had a great December and a great January. So tell us what clicked and what are you doing that you're able to get such success in what you're doing right now. So did you change anything that you were doing?
I did. I started doing the host coaching more than what I was when I first started. That is such a huge part of our business and connecting with our host. There is a host information checklist that's on our page that you can print off, and it gives you can log your whole show, like their information and how many guests bought at their show and what their show totals was. But it also gives you that checklist for your first visit, connecting with them on the second visit, just planning your whole show and just doing all that. I have found that that's what I started doing more of, and it's really working. At your shows, like I do mostly the live shows. I would do the virtual parties, but I prefer the live shows just for the interaction with the people. I like letting the guests use the product. But print that checklist off, go by that. Try to make the first visit with your host, try to make that in person, make it personal. Meet them, talk about what their goal is, and try to help them reach their goal. Just encourage them to invite, more people, and encourage them, to just don't set their limits low, because if you present this product to people, most everybody loves it, and they're going to buy something. I mean, everybody may not buy $100, but every little bit helps. And then once they start seeing it and they see, they come to a show or they talk with somebody that's been to a show, they see that they can have their own party and they can win. Like the catalog show, the lady got double rewards. So she got $630 worth of free products. So, I mean, that's great. So just, host coach and make that connection with your host. Get personal with them. Be their friend. So that's the only thing that I done different was just host coach.
Good.
So, and it's
very good. Thank you so much. I mean, it's just a little action step that sometimes one little action step can change the course of your business. So that's really, really awesome. As far as host coaching, I just want to tell you, if you're not familiar with Coffee Talk, it happens every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's only a 30-minute call. The first 15 minutes, they do like a little shout out, what happened this week, what good things happened. And then the last 15 minutes is training on a specific topic. And today's training was on host coaching, and it was so good. I think we've posted that phone number on our team page, but we can send that again. But I actually made Coffee Talk a contact on my phone with the phone number and the code. So, I can I can be wherever and still listen to it if I want. So it's a really great thing because you're listening to people who are successful in the business, and you're getting information from people who are doing things that are actually working. So you should never, ever, ever stop learning, you guys. Every opportunity you have to learn something, take advantage of it. Diane?
That's every Saturday at 8 a.m. Central Time?
8 a.m. Central Time, yes. Yep, and it's super, super great. Sometimes
will you post again? Will you post again today after the meeting? Just the Coffee Talk? Maybe they'll even have the link to the host coaching, because they
I'll look. They actually have a Facebook page, Coffee Talk Facebook page, so you can be on there. And like they were saying, the lady, she sends a letter out to all of her hosts. So somebody asked for that letter, and she's going to post the letter on there. She's going to post stuff from her call today on that page. So it's definitely, I've got so many shortcut pages on my Facebook. It's like I'm liking so many and following so many, but you know what? It's all good. You can learn so many things.
Is it every Saturday?
Every Saturday, 8:00. Yeah. Okay, Tina, you want to talk about the Rock Crock?
Yeah, so like Miriam said at the beginning of the meeting is February is not over yet. We're just getting started. So we don't want to move on to March and start really talking about the new products or promoting those until our February is where we want it. How many of you have your February where you want it? Anybody?
Kind of.
Kind of. Wani does. Awesome. And that's a strong January can get your February there for sure. So we definitely, that's one recommendation we always say is just focus on the month that you want to, fill. And it's definitely not too late. People can still book parties. It's only the 3rd of the month. And booking in close is actually, I think, sometimes easier for someone to have a party in a week instead of a month, because in 1 week, people already know what they're doing. So when you're inviting your guests, they can tell you, oh, yes or no, I can come. But if you invite somebody to a party that's in a month, what are they going to say?
I don't know what I'll be doing.
I don't know. Remind me, right? I'm not sure what's going on, and then they forget. So booking in close. So don't ever be afraid to book in close. We're going to watch a quick video about the Rock Crock from our top person in our company, Sharon Zellen. Miriam and I think I posted it to our team page. Not sure who all watched it, but it's worthy of watching again. I personally watched it about 3 times because I really wanted to get that wording. How many of you here feel equipped to really, how many of you love that Rock Crock and feel like you can share it effectively with your customers and hosts? Anybody feel
I love it.
You love it? Awesome. It's really important to develop, I don't want to say a script, but kind of your talk, your Rock Crock talk on how you can really get everybody in that room just drooling over that Rock Crock and wanting it. So the most important thing, and you're going to notice in this video, is Sharon gives all sorts of ways and things to do with your Rock Crock, because the more options you have with the product, the more valuable it makes it. So if you guys just bear with me 1 second here, I'm going to just screen share.
I think Sharon calls it, she's creating an atmosphere where they desire that product. And that's really, really amazing, because you can just talk about it, but for them to actually imagine themselves in those shoes, getting it, that's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here we go.
Everybody, I just wanted to pop on here.
Can you all hear this?
No.
I can't.
Because as you know, these are host specials in February. If you can create
Can't hear it.
for the February host special at your January shows, then you're going to see an abundance of bookings. So I just wanted to give you some word choices for what works for me, why I sell a lot of these, and why these are a great booking tool for me. So what I say at my shows is, so how many of you get home from work at 6 o'clock at night and you're like, what the heck am I going to make for dinner? Or if you have kids and you get off the soccer field, you come home from dance, baseball, what do? I used to go through the drive-through, or worse yet, you come home, you eat a lean cuisine, and your kids eat cereal, right? It happens in everybody's home. So instead of doing that, this is what's going to happen. If you come home from work at 6 o'clock at night, you are going to use our new Rock Crock. This is actually going to rock your world, and I'm going to tell you why. This is the only piece of cookware in the United States that goes on every single heat source. This goes on your stovetops, soups, stews, chilies, in your oven, in your broiler, in your microwave, out on your barbecue, and then in the dishwasher. What? I know, it's crazy. So you walk in the door at 6 o'clock at night from that soccer game or from coming home from work. You're going to put a whole raw chicken in here, sitting on top of potatoes and carrots, no liquid, just season it up. You're going to put it in the microwave for 30 minutes. It is the most delicious, fall off the bone, golden brown, juicy chicken you've ever eaten in your life. It goes in dry and comes out 2 inches of fresh broth. But that's not all. You're going to make bruschetta pasta in here. You're going to put 1 pound of raw pasta. You're going to put 1 box of chicken broth, 16 minutes in the microwave. While it's in the microwave on a grill pan, I'll grill up some thin chicken cutlets. I'll grill up some shrimp in under 5 minutes. That comes out. I have made some fresh bruschetta in our manual food processor. What is fresh bruschetta? 4 plum tomatoes, basil, olive oil, and garlic in the manual food processor. 30 seconds to make. You're going to preamp the pasta. After 16 minutes, you're going to throw on the bruschetta, the grilled shrimp or the grilled chicken, a little fresh grated cheese. It tastes like a dish that you would get at a gourmet Italian restaurant. You're going to be able to do fajitas in here. You're going to be able to do a pork loin in here. You're going to be able to do a brisket in here. What about risotto? I would always order risotto at a restaurant, but I felt like, oh, I can't make that at home. That's like hard risotto. I heard you had to stand on the stove and stir it. Oh no. You have the rock crock, you're going to make risotto in 16 minutes. Sun-dried tomatoes, spinach, chicken, or shrimp to die for. Guys, I'm going to send you an e-cookbook with 150 meals that you can make in 30 minutes or less. Tonight, the dessert that we're having, caramel peanut butter brownies, 7 minutes in the rock crock. And here's the thing. This is honestly the favorite of everybody because everyone has a crazy lifestyle. Everyone wants to make a delicious meal for their family, but most people just don't have time. So this is the Dutch oven. It's actually a host special in February. You can get it at 60% off. You're also going to see our everyday one, which is a little bit lower than this. The only problem I have with the everyday is you can't do a whole chicken or a full pounds of pasta. And for me, those are 2 things that are staples in my home. So for a few dollars more, I love the Dutch oven. You're also going to see we just came out with a small Dutch oven. My son lives in an apartment city, and that's a perfect size if you live by yourself. You can do 1 or 2 chicken breasts in there. Then we also have the extra large. The truth is, if you have a huge family, the extra large is great, but I'm a huge fan of the Dutch oven. I feel like it's the perfect size. So if you thought it couldn't possibly get any better, let me show you what the Pampered Chef just came out with. This is our new slow cooker stand. So I have the brownies warm in the kitchen in this slow cooker. So here's the deal. I never had a crock pot. I don't know why, I just never did. So when we came out with this, and it's a slow cooker just for the rock rocks. So what I love about this is I can go out for the day and I can make a pot of chili, a pot of sauce with meatballs. I can do ribs. I never made ribs in my entire life. That was another thing I felt like I was out of my league. I am making 3 ingredient ribs. Barbecue sauce, barbecue rub, and root beer. And if you don't like root beer, it's okay because it doesn't taste like root beer. Because I don't like root beer and it doesn't taste anything like it. Those 3 ingredients, 8 hours in a slow cooker. Oh my gosh, my family was licking the plate. How about I go to bed at night and I plug this in and I make overnight steel oats? Oh my God, you come down in the morning, they taste like creme brulee. They are so delicious. So you're going to be able to use this slow cooker stand with the rock crock. You are going to be able to make the most incredible meals. Again, the slow cooker comes with a bunch of additional recipes. And if you get this as a set, we save you a considerable amount of money. And again, in February, this whole set is a host special and you can save 60%. So what a win-win. So if you've ever thought about having a Pampered Chef party and getting your friends together for a fun night of wine, cheese, and chocolate, fajitas and margaritas, healthy in a hurry, we can do zucchini linguine in here with grilled chicken or shrimp. 1 point on Weight Watchers. So get your friends together. We'll pick a date in February and I'll come and rock your world. Have a great day, everybody.
Okay, I want to buy one.
I know, I'm drooling right now.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, how in the world? She's so good at that. She didn't just say buy the rock crock. She actually, I'm sorry, Tina, I'm jumping in.
Because no, go ahead.
One of the things that she says is she doesn't ask you. At the beginning, she's like, you know, you come home at 6 o'clock, you're like, what in the world are we having for dinner? And da-da-da-da. She says this, you're going to come home and you're going to use your rock crock. She makes it sound like they own one already. She didn't say, just imagine if you had one of these. No, she was like, you're going to come home and you're going to get your rock crock. You're going to put a whole chicken. She's telling them what they're going to do. It's almost like you're brainwashing them, but it's okay because it's a good thing. you're making life simpler for these people, and that's the way to look at it. Okay, I'm done talking. I love her. She's my idol. So anyway, go ahead, Tina.
Well, I don't know if you guys noticed, she was painting a picture.
Yeah.
So in your mind, were you just envisioning those recipes?
Uh-huh.
Like, she made those recipes in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we need to be doing at our show. And how do you do that? Well, one, guys, are you using your rock crocks?
Yeah.
Get it out. Start doing those things. I did post that cookbook on our team page. So if you go into the files section, you'll be able to find her cookbook, which I've shared. Make sure when you download it that you change it to your information. So then when you then send that out to your customers, they have your information so they can contact you if they need anything. But get that for yourself too, so you can start, make the ribs, make that bruschetta pasta, make that whole chicken in 30 minutes. It is amazing, like she's saying. It's awesome. So, that's at your parties. That is what she says at her parties. It's no surprise that she is getting lots of bookings, right? We all wanted to book a party too, didn't we? So, and it's really great. So for this month, really think about your shows. Think about, okay, recipes. If you're wanting to book more February parties, then you should be cooking in your rock crock, right? So for this month, I think Miriam and I are both doing fajitas in 15 minutes in our rock crock. You could throw those in the microwave, boom, done. And then I'm doing a chocolate lava cake for dessert. Is that what you're doing, Miriam?
I think I'm going to do that.
And actually, before Thanksgiving, oh my gosh, Valentine's Day, I have some parties before then. I was thinking about actually doing some chocolate fondue with some strawberries, because how romantic would that be to serve that to your family or your husband, to have that chocolate fondue on Valentine's Day at the table, and everybody can be dipping their strawberries.
But don't use your new fondue sticks.
True, because you want them to... You're cracking me up here. Don't use them. Oh my gosh. Too funny. Okay, so think about what you're going to be making for your show so you can really feature the rock crock and you're cooking in it that night, and then develop your talk on how you're going to talk about the rock crock. I literally watched Sharon's thing like 3 times, so I pretty much kind of have done it somewhat like she does, of course, with my own personality and touch, but it just gives me help on what to say and the picture that I want to paint.
You guys do it in the mirror too. Seriously, like as you're getting ready, just start talking about the rock. Like, what would you do at your show? Practice it.
Oops, sorry. I'm trying to find the flyer. I have it loaded here. Let's see. Here we go, maybe. The February consultant flyer. There we go. So you see all of the prices on the 60% off rock crocks. So sometimes, just saying 60%, it doesn't really register. So sometimes it's a great way to find a different way to say, that, so they can really see the value. There was a post that I shared 2 days ago, I think, on our team page about the rock crock and how if they bought the slow cooker stand for $60, they were going to get the rock crock for free. So you probably were like, what? I don't understand that. But if you look here on the flyer, you're going to see that the rock crock 4-quart slow cooker set is $67.60. So essentially, your host is paying $60. That's pretty close, right? You can throw in that $7.60. Or if they get the 2.5-quart slow cooker set, then it's $59.60. So that's perfect. So that's a great way to kind of word that. I mean, that seems pretty cool. I buy the slow cooker stand and I get the rock crock for free. Oh my gosh, that's incredible, right? Another idea that I do a lot, especially if I have specific shows dates that I want to book on my calendar, I have what I call a hook. Okay, I'm not saying this to my customers, but this is as training. We call it a hook. So I will say, oh my gosh, guys, I will talk about the special. I will say, you get this set it's $169. You get it for only $67. You're going to save over $100 on your rock crock. And guys, I have a couple of dates left that I really would like to book. So if you pick one of those dates, I'm going to even sweeten this deal a little better for you. I'm going to take another, and you can determine what that is. Sometimes I offer $10 off. Sometimes I offer $20. It just depends how much I want to fill those dates. And so then I would say you could get this rock crock for only $57.60 because I'm going to take another $10 off. My gosh, guys, that's crazy. You're going to spend that just going through the drive-through one night, you know, for your family of 5. You know, you're going to spend that easy. Here you can invest in this, and you can have this in your kitchen. So when you come home and open that front door, you're going to smell the wonderful smells, dinner's ready, or you're going to pull that sucker out and you're going to have dinner on the table in 30 minutes. So it's definitely worth the investment. Now, on the consultant side, you're thinking, how do I do that? Especially for someone like Amy, you might be new. You're thinking, well, how do I give them $10 off? Basically, you're just paying that out of your pocket. When you do your host order on the Consultant's Corner, you can put in a consultant gift payment. So you can put in $10 or whatever. And then that way, you're paying $10 towards that. So you might be thinking, you know, I'm not sure about this. The way I like to think about it is, if there's a store that I could go to and I could buy bookings for $10 or $20 a piece, would you go there and buy some bookings if you knew they were going to happen? They were actually going to be shows. They were going to happen. Would you buy some bookings? I would.
I would.
I would, because it's going to pay off in the end. So just think about this. You're not giving them anything up front. They're only going to get that discount as long as the party holds and it's a qualified party. So you really have nothing to lose and everything to gain on offering that hook. Now, like I said, I don't do this all the time. I just do it when I really am needing to fill some dates. So if you wanted to build the momentum in your business and really get a nice, strong schedule, sometimes it helps if you just offer that little extra oomph to get them to book that date right then and there.
And that's a tax write-off, too.
Absolutely. So your program will be keeping track of all your consultant gift payments. So at the end of the year, before taxes, you can print that off and you'll have that. So that's really cool that it does that for us. And then another thing to sweeten the deal is the Rock Crock carrier, guys. You know, that was a host-only thing that they did in November. And the only way anyone could get that carrier was to actually host a party in November. But now they are offering those for sale until, well, supplies last. It's $50. And let me see if I can find where I hold that up. Let's see. Here we go. So for those of you that might not know what it looks like, this is what it looks like. It's really cool. I actually use it for my shows to carry my rock crocks to my party because I typically am using my Dutch oven and my everyday pan. So you can stack one on top of the other. And you see that little red kind of thing there on top there of the rock crock there, that's like a silicone ring. So I actually put that between the two rock crocks to keep them from, slamming together. And then put one lid on, and then it battens down nice and tight. And then the second lid, I just put in my other product bag. So I'm able to carry both of my rock crocks to my party like that. Or obviously for my February parties, if I'm doing the chocolate ganache, I'm gonna put the rock crock slow cooker stand and my rock crock in there together to carry that. But you can be bringing that to your parties and also showing that off as a great accessory to your rock crock. And they can get it when they host their show. They could get their rock crock, 60% off. They could get the carrier with their free product value, or they could get it for half price, however they decided on that. Another idea, too, is some of you probably had people in November that were like, oh, my gosh, I really want that. They were just guests at a party or whatever, or anybody that owns a rock crock. That's where you can go into your program and you can be looking at everybody that purchased a rock crock and get in touch with them and say, oh, my gosh, I've got some exciting news. You can get this rock crock carrier now. You can just buy it outright, or if you want to, have either a cooking catalog or virtual party, I can help you get it for free or at half price. And if you're really loving that oven or that everyday pan, would you like another rock crock? Guess what? You can add to your rock crock family by having a party as well and get one at 60% off.
Awesome.
So isn't that cool? I mean, Pampered Chef has given us everything that we need, and this is just an added bonus on top of everything else our hosts are getting in February. I mean, they get free stuff, half-price stuff, discounts for a year. I mean, it's incredible. So just use this special from Pampered Chef to help build your calendar. Miriam, was there anything you thought of while I was talking that you'd like to add?
No, you mentioned about printing a report. Just go into your business reports and find out who bought rock crocks. And you can start contacting them and say, oh my goodness, guess what? They can add to them and they can also get the carrier. So no, I really don't. That was good. Just leverage the
Right here, guys.
information. Yeah, see up there where Tina's pointing, selling and recruiting. You go down to business reports, and then you can specify specific, like order history. That's what you want, order history reports, and then put in the Rock Croc number. And you can go back to when they started the online website in 2012, or you can just say in this last year or the last 2 years, or as long as you've been selling. You can totally.
Sorry, that was the wrong button. There we go. So all customers who've purchased a specific product. So you just put in the item number.
Yeah, 3139. And then hit generate report, and then that'll pull up everybody who bought the, I think it's the Everyday Pan. Is that the Everyday Pan? I don't remember. Yeah, the Everyday Rock Croc. So she's got a ton of people she can reach out to.
Yeah, probably a long list, because that was the first Rock Croc we came out with.
Yeah. See, back in 2015.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely a long list of people. You know, you may not have that long of a list, but start with what you have, you know, and it's great. I love it. Does anybody have any questions or comments about what I just shared?
Can you tell us where you found the picture of the Rock Croc again and stuff? I know you guys had a really hard time getting to it.
Yes. Go to meeting. Okay, let me just walk you there. Hold on. Go to news and events. Then go to training events. Then go to spring launch over here, 2018. I know this is a weird way to get to it, but this is the way we found it. And then scroll all the way down.
I'm hoping they have access to this. I hope it's not just for directors.
So it's all the way down. I would think so. And they also have a product video that you can watch as well. Let's see what that is. Okay, it's 24 seconds. Here you go. Oh, I didn't know it had a pocket.
Oh, you didn't?
Learn something new every day.
Oh, cool.
Very cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions, guys?
Okay, we're going to move on to the next thing, and we're almost done. We want to be done here in the next few minutes, but I'm going to share a video. We've been listening this past month from Tips from the Top, and I think we've been sharing a few of the videos on our team page, but I wanted to talk to you about Kristen Warenga. She started the business 3 years ago, and she has, in 3 years, promoted to senior director, and she is making like $7,000 a month now. And this is like, it was unbelievable. And she does mainly virtual parties. She had 26 virtual parties booked for January. And Tina and I were doing the math. I was like, even if every one of them turned out to be a $200 party, she was making over $5,000 in commission on 26 virtual parties. And you know they were more than $200. So anyway, I want to share this video with her because she was talking about how to get booking and recruiting leads at your parties. And I think it's super, super important to help us right now at the beginning of the year to know how to do that. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share this video of Kristen. So there she is. She's as cute as a button. And I'm going to, hopefully we'll be able to hear this. I'm going to crank my volume up. So.
Hey, Tamara. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
So,
can y'all hear that?
go ahead and get started. So,
Barely.
I'm Kristen Warenga, and I'm from Washington State. And I'm super excited to share with you guys some tips that will help you welcome brand new consultants this year and help you earn your irresistible destination. So I started my Pampered Chef business 3 years ago, and honestly, I just wanted everything in my catalog for free. I was working full-time, and Pampered Chef was just going to be very part-time, like super part-time. I had a 1-year-old at home and I was very busy. And so along the way, I had another baby, and I'm excited to share that in my first 2 years of my Pampered Chef business, we paid off over $20,000 in student loans while I was working full-time. And I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And now I was able to quit my job, and Pampered Chef is my full-time career. I get to stay home with my babies, which I absolutely love, and I'm the breadwinner for our family. I would have never imagined that would have been ever possible. And our goal right now, hopefully within the next couple months, is to buy our dream property out in the country with a little farmhouse and some acreage so our kids can run around and have fun. So it would have never been possible without my Pampered Chef business. No way in heck. So I saw the potential when I first started, when my now executive director, Stacy Turner, shared with me how much money she made. And I'm very driven by that. And so I was really excited. And I knew that I wanted to be a director and move up in the career plan because of the potential. And I promoted to director in my first 6 months of business. And I started recruiting right away because I knew it would be a lot more fun with friends as well. So I started with some of my friends, and it was a blast. And my first year with Pampered Chef, just to give you an idea, as a director, my highest income for 1 month was $1,400. And then last year, just to give you an example, in January, I was making around $2,000. And November, just a couple months ago, I made nearly $7,000 in 1 month. So the potential is insane. Blows my mind. It's amazing. It's so exciting. And I do mostly virtual parties. I do some cooking shows though, because honestly, I love to have that local community and local team members, and that's why I do them. So this month, for example, I have 25 virtual shows and 2 cooking parties in the books. And the exciting thing that I want to share with you guys is that my income comes from 2 different places. 40% roughly of what I make comes from my own commission and my own sales, obviously. And the other 60% comes from team business. So who would have thought? Definitely not me, especially when I first started. So do you guys have your eye on the prize for the extra 3,000 bonus points for every new I recruit in January? Because I do. I'm super excited about this. So my action tip for you guys is to create desire in your parties for the business opportunity. How do we do this, you might ask? Well, I have a checklist for y'all that I'm going to post. And thank you, Claudia, for your awesome checklist, because I totally kind of just went with the same layout, so it'd be easy for you guys. So I will share this with you. But basically, the tips that I'm going to share here are good for virtual shows or cooking parties, either one. And I suggest setting a goal of having 3 recruit leads for every party you do. Obviously, the host is 1, but 2 guest leads, so for 3 total. And it starts with a really good welcome, a strong welcome. And in my welcome, I plant a seed for the business opportunity kind of right away. And this is what I say. I'll share with you what I do. And it's a 2-minute party opening. So for my virtual shows, I make it a video and I post the video in my virtual shows. And 2 minutes, guys, this needs to be quick. So I'm gonna kind of go into roll. Hey guys, my name is Kristen and I'm the Pampered Chef lady. And I wanted to hop on and share with you what to expect for our party and say hi and welcome. You can expect games, giveaways, and lots of fun. My goal is to hopefully make your life easier in the kitchen and help you gather around the table with your family, making meals and memories together. You're going to see a lot of fun products in this party, and I say get the things that you can't live without on the party, and everything else on your wish list, get it for free by hosting your own show. And watch what I do, because if it looks like fun, it totally is. It's a blast. I love it. So I wanted to share with you guys our Rock Crock Everyday Pan. This is one of my favorite products. It's the Magic Pot. So if you don't know what a Rock Crock is, it can basically go everywhere. So it can go on the stovetop, in the oven, under the broiler, in the microwave, in a slow cooker base, on the grill, and for easy cleanup, it goes in the dishwasher. And it's glazed ceramic, so it can sustain up to 752 degrees heat, and the glass lid can take up to 400 degrees. So what I love about this is that you could literally throw in some chicken breast, some potatoes, rice, veggies, whatever you want, throw a rub on it, season it up, put the lid on, pop it in the microwave for like 10 minutes, and dinner's done. Like, hello, Magic Chef, all in one pot, easy cleanup, and it's super tasty, I promise. And the thing I love about the Rock Crock is it's on special this month for brand new consultants. So normally this set is $119, but you can get a new consultant kit this month for half off. So you could literally get this pan and a ton of other products in one of our kits for less than $80. Now just try out Pampered Chef for a month, see what you think, and earn this amazing deal of a kit half off this month. I'm looking forward to our party, and I hope you have fun. Comment often for lots of raffle tickets and entries into our party giveaway, and I hope you leave inspired to try any recipe with your family and gather around the table at mealtime and make some memories together. If you need anything, just hit me up. All right, peace out. So that's my welcome. And during the show, I do something a little bit different. So obviously you have a strong welcome, and then you showcase products and you create desire for products during your show, right? We all do this. But are you showcasing and sharing and creating desire for the business opportunity? And so I wanted to share how we do that and how I do that. I continue to do that in my shows by sharing my story, and I shared a little bit of my story at the beginning. That's why I wanted you guys to hear that, so that you could know what I'm sharing in my shows. And so I shared that, my story, and then I add a little bit more, and this is also a video in my virtual shows, 2 minutes or less. So I have 2 videos, one at the beginning of a welcome and one later on that's more my story. So my story, and I add these words. What would you do with an extra $500 a month? Maybe that's your grocery bill, maybe that's your car payment or your kids' extracurricular activities for the month. What about $1,000? What would you do with that? Maybe that's your mortgage or part of your mortgage, or a retirement fund, or a vacation fund for you and your family. What about $7,000 a month? What would you do with that? Maybe you could quit your job. Maybe you could pay cash for a car. So I kind of add that together, make it a video, and it's less than 2 minutes. I post it in my parties later on in the party. So not all of you guys might have a similar story to mine, but you have a story, and it's so important that you share that and that you're genuine about it and you're passionate about it, because your story is beautiful. And by sharing it, it helps you connect with the guests and the hosts, and that's super important. And don't be afraid to share how much you make or how much your director makes, because this is where people will start to get excited and their interest will be piqued. So now that we've created some desire, how do we identify potential leads? And remember, I said 3 leads is a great goal for every party we do. So it's all about giving the guests the opportunity to ask questions after you have created this desire. So you can give sample questions to prompt them if you need to, but this is where you can really tell who is sincerely curious about the business, and it's so important that we follow up with them either in a private message if it's a Facebook show or during the checkout chat for a cooking party. So these are some of the words that I'm going to share on my checklist so that you guys can have these. And the guest who asked questions, this is how I follow up with them. You had some really good questions about the business opportunity in Susie's Pampered Chef Party. Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef before? And by asking this simple question, I'm initiating the conversation, which often, many times, will lead to a guest signing up, even before they've even had a party. The other one we can identify are the party rock stars, right? We all know who they are. They comment often. They're super engaged in the party. Like, we would just love to have them on our team because they look like fun. So these are people that you definitely want to follow up with because they would make an amazing consultant. So again, I send them a private message if it's a Facebook show, or I will reach out to them during the checkout talk for a cooking show, and I will say something like this. Oh my gosh, you are such a party rock star in Susie's Pampered Chef Party. I definitely noticed you. You stood out to me. I could tell you were excited and super engaged, and I love that. Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef before? Because they'd be really good at it. So by following up with the guests who had really good questions and the guests who were obviously party rock stars, you are sure to get at least 2 solid leads from every single party that you for the business opportunity. So I just want to share with you guys that there's no greater blessing in this business than being able to help other people and sharing the opportunity with them. It feels so good when we get to see the impact that we are having on our teams and on other people, such as maybe helping team members buy a house or pay off credit card debt, or maybe helping someone quit their job or earn their very first vacation and get to take their spouse on an amazing vacation. And honestly, like together with that amazing opportunity, we can enrich lives, one meal and one memory at a time. So be sure to share this video with your team so that they can get the good tips as well. And I got word this morning that we welcomed over 350 new consultants as of this morning. So it's over 33% increase from last year this time for recruiting. So don't forget our 2,000 new consultant recruit goal to help change lives together, and stay tuned for STIR because they'll give us updates, of course, on where we're at with our goal. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.
Well, of course, she was super cute, but of course she was talking about the January or the January recruiting special, which was 50% rebate. Who knows what the February recruiting special is? Anybody? Have you looked at that? No? Okay. It's 100 extra PC dollars. So instead of talking about the Rock like she did in that regard, you can definitely promote that Pampered Chef is giving you an extra $100. And imagine they book a party in February, get their Rock at 60% off. They can get the carrier for free with their PC dollars when they earn that. So anyway, I think Kristen had some really, really good words. And again, just like Sharon Zellen was creating a desire for people wanting that Rock, she was creating a desire for the business opportunity, which is really awesome with her word choices. Just, you know, asking them what they would do with a certain amount of money every month. And so hopefully, and I love that she had a goal of getting at least 3 leads from every party. So if you determine yourself to really think that way and present yourself that way, again, you assume that they're going to do it. You don't ask them. You assume that they're going to do it. So anyway, does anybody have any questions about that?
Miriam, you posted that checklist, didn't you, on our team page?
I think so. I think it's on there. I'll double check.
Just look in the files, guys. You should be able to find that there.
Okay. Last thing, Tina, is announcements.
Yes. We are so excited. Our director, Sheila Addis from California, is going to be coming, and she's going to be here March 2nd. And
yeah, 1 month from this weekend.
I know. Yes. So please put it on your calendar. Please plan to be there. She is traveling all the way from California to be with us, and she is amazing. Has lots of wonderful knowledge and inspiration to share with everybody. So we're going to have a special event on Friday night, the 2nd of March. We'll have that at Miriam's house, right, Miriam? Pretty sure we're doing it there. And that's going to be geared towards anyone who really wants to really have a business. Like, you want to grow it, you want to make a substantial amount of income, you're serious about your business. So if you just
message us if you want to do that.
Yeah. So perfect for you guys that night. And we'll have more details to come here shortly once we're going to be getting with Sheila this week to finalize all the plans. Excuse me. And then Saturday, we'll have an actual live meeting. That's going to be at the church where we normally have all of our live meetings at Greater Grace Church. So we'll have that information as well. And that more than likely will start at 9:30 like we normally start and go until probably noon or, however long we need to get all that training. So we'll definitely let you know that very soon, but mark those on your calendar. And we're so excited to have her. So
we also thought about doing a little bit of recipe sampling from the New Season's Best that day, but just like not go into a lot of detail about it, but at least start tasting the recipes so we can all bring something and do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's March. On the Saturday, is she going to be here too?
Yes.
Carla, March the 2nd is prom, right? Yeah. I'm going to have to miss that.
No.
It's prom. Yes, it's prom.
I know it's her senior prom.
And I'm in Kentucky that weekend. I got a show that weekend in Kentucky.
Okay.
I can be there I can do the Saturday, but on Friday because I thought about it, well, once you guys have dinner, I can do it, but it's the senior walk, so.
Yeah, she's a senior, so you have to be back there well, we understand. Those are moments you don't want to miss.
I know.
Yeah. For sure. All right. We also have recipe night coming up. It's on Tuesday, the 13th of this month. That's from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And that's at Greater Grace Church. And if you guys know, if you go on our team page, the pinned post, guys, is all of our meetings for the whole year. So we encourage you to go in, look at that pinned post, mark all those days on your calendar right now or after we get off of this so that you don't book parties or things when we're having great events that you really want to be at. So go in there and look at those dates on the pinned post. If you're on your phone, if the pinned post doesn't show up, you have to click on View Pinned Post. But if you're on a computer, that pinned post will pop up and you'll see it. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say pinned post? Okay.
In your phone, it's got a little thumbtack, I think, and it's like a little pin. So you push that little push pin and then it'll open it up. And also for recipe night, that's where you want to bring guests. If you have people that you're talking to that are interested in the business but haven't committed one way or another, invite them to be your guest for a fun night of tasting food and doing a recipe night. It's non-threatening and it's great. And Tina and I split up and we'll talk to the guests and then we'll do some training. So it's just a great night to add on to your business. So definitely bring people who are interested.
Yeah, and it's geared for teaching you how to do an effective station style party. So, Amy, you guys come and you'll learn, how to do that. And we'll walk you through that step by step. So
it's the night before Valentine's Day.
All right. We also have a challenge. We're gonna end this with the challenge. Well, first we want to announce this is a yearly thing that we're going to be doing this all year, but it is a challenge for you to really just do the actions that you need to do to make your business strong. I'm trying to go to a different screen. Sorry, I can't do two things at once and talk at the same time. Hang on one second here.
It's like if you guys, we're going to encourage you to take some action steps in your business because the only way you're going to see a change in what you're doing is taking action steps. So this is what Tina's getting ready to show you guys.
All right. So Miriam and I, as you know, as directors, it's really cool. We can earn 2 sets of products. So we have extra products, and we want to use those to really encourage and motivate you guys to really build your businesses by making contacts. We all know that if you just work your business consistently, you can be very, very successful in doing this. So our challenge to you is to make 15 contacts and you're going to get an entry into a drawing for a new spring summer product every month. So at the end of the month, we're going to do a drawing, and you can earn entries into that drawing for every 15 contacts that you make. Now, in order to be qualified, you actually have to send that to us. So you're going to want to, number 1 through 15. And then you're going to put the name, and then you're going to put next to that name the outcome of that contact, whether it's placed an order, whether it's follow up in the fall, or whether it's they booked a party, or whether they're not interested. You're going to just write next to that contact what was the outcome was. And when you send those 15, you can send it however you want. You can text it, you can instant message, you can email. However you want, just send that over to your director, and then for every 15 contacts you send, you're going to get an entry into the drawing. So how many entries can you get? It's up to you. You can do 150 contacts in a month. That would give you 10 entries into the drawing. And then Miriam and I are going to have a list of new products available, and you're going to get to choose. If you're the winner, you'll get to choose which new product that you would like as your prize.
Also, when we say contacts, leaving a message is not allowed. So that doesn't count because you didn't actually talk to that person. So a contact is a two-way conversation. So it has to be somebody that you actually spoke with. So you could call 25 people, but only 15 of them were actual contacts because the other 10 you left messages with. So those don't count unless they call you back. Then they become a contact.
Yeah. So you
just want to make sure you guys, like when you're sending us your list, you can't put left message. That won't count.
Right. So it has to be a two-way contact. So, you may have to contact more than 15 people, and more than likely you will. If I want 15 contacts, I'm probably contacting 30. That's normal. It's normal for Miriam and I as well. So don't get discouraged, but just keep making those contacts. Okay, it can be an instant message through Facebook. It can be a text. It can be a call. It can be in person, face to face when you're out and about, or you're at work, or with your family, or whatever. But as long as you, made a
customer care.
Customer care is a contact. So,
green dotting.
So there's lots of different ways to do that. So this is going to run all year. So who's excited? Who wants to win a new spring product? Because I didn't get any.
And grow your business all at the same time.
That's the biggest benefit. Absolutely. A strong, successful business. And that's what we all want. And we're going to leave you with just a challenge today, an action plan. So you've got these great ideas on how to book some more February parties. And you guys all said your calendar is not exactly where you want it to be. So you've got some great ideas on how to book your parties and promote that February host special. So Miriam and I are challenging all of you by the end of the weekend to make at least 20 contacts by the end of the weekend. Saturdays are great actually around this time. A lot of times you can reach people right about now. They haven't gotten out of the house and on with their day. Make those contacts, and when you made your 20 contacts, send that over to your director, and then Miriam and I are going to put your name in the drawing. And then whoever wins that drawing, we're going to give you a gift card to your favorite store. So if you're the winner, we'll ask you, hey, where do you want your gift card to be? Whether it be Target, Starbucks, Kohl's, wherever you want. So definitely work on that. And of course, the biggest reward, of course, is building your business for sure. So
20 contacts this weekend about booking for February. And guess what? That's already 15 contacts for the other contest, the other thing that we're doing for the year. So, hello, that would be one drawing, one entry into the drawing for those 15. So you're kind of getting a 2-for-1 with this challenge that we're doing this weekend. So really, really go through your list and think about who you can call. So we're excited. It's going to be a great 2018.
Yeah, so before we close, let's just go around. I always love to hear from you guys. What was most beneficial today? What is there one thing that you got? That's what if you could just get one thing, like Vicki did, one thing she implemented in her business was that new coaching system. It can make a huge difference. So what is one thing that you got today that you are going to take and implement into your business? Linda, do you want to go first?
No.
Okay.
I got
Go now. No.
I have to think about it.
Who would like to share? Some of you may have something already burning.
I can say for me, it would be just hearing about how you can approach somebody, but make it so that they're already thinking about it as you're talking to them about it. Like they're already imagining coming home and doing the chicken and the rock pot and stuff like that. So you're really not having to sell it to them. You're just helping them envisioning it, and they're like, oh, you're right. I do need that. So that's what I took away from it.
Awesome. That is so true. Yeah, painting that picture so they already see themselves using it and how awesome it's going to be to have that product.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it just puts it in perspective, you know, so that you can go to the party. I mean, I use my rock crock all the time, and I tell everybody about it. But to give them an idea on the chicken going in the microwave in half hour and you've got meal and stuff. I mean, I tell them how quick it is and everything, but I don't paint them the picture.
Yeah,
So.
not making a recipe in their mind. So
What makes a big difference?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
I agree.
For me, the contacts, you know, trying to work with all the contacts that we have. So that's a good thing for me.
Good challenge for you. Motivation. Awesome. Diane?
I was just going to say, I like I know it's there, but it's all the YouTube videos and, developing the word track of what you want to say to the people. And I mean, that means a lot because, remember to say everything that she was saying. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will listen to something 3 or 4 times to get it in my brain. And then on the way to the party, I'll make sure I have that pulled up on my phone. And when I'm driving to the party, sometimes I'll play it once or twice more on my way so I can be thinking about it and then thinking in my mind, okay, how am I going to talk about this? So it's really fresh in my mind. And then after you do it a few times, it just becomes second nature.
Right.
Yes, it does. It does.
And Vicki, did you share?
No.
Okay.
I already talk about the rock crock and how quick it is to get your meal and stuff on the table, but I did not paint the picture at how quick they could come in and have their dinner so quick. So I'm going to start working on that more. Not just the rock crock, but also like the grill pan. I mean, it's super quick. I mean, it's like you can cook chicken in the rock crock in 6 minutes. I mean, not in the rock crock, but on the top of the stove in the grill pan in like 6 minutes with your grill press and stuff. So I'm just going to start painting that picture more. How quick they can come home and have their dinner on the table.
Absolutely. Definitely. Yeah. The double burner grill pan. Yeah. Sharon Zellen has another video for that. That's great. And I know I watched that quite a bit to kind of develop my own double burner grill pan. And that's definitely a huge booking tool. When that comes up for special for a host, I'm like, yay, because, people are going to book a party to get that because it is, it's $250. So if they can get it, half price or 60% off, it's a huge deal. And that's exciting. So. Miriam?
I love the contacts. I'm just going to work on my contacts, and I'm going to try and do 5 a day so I can get 15 in 1 week. So that's my goal.
Yeah, you don't have to eat the elephant all at once, right? Take it one bite at a time. And it's so true. If you just set a goal, 3 to 5 contacts a day, just and do it when you're out and about too. Don't just feel like, oh, I got to actually sit down and do this. You can make contacts when you're out and about. Talk to the lady that's checking you out at the grocery store. Talk to your bank teller. Carry some little mini catalogs with you and say, hey, I have a goal to pass out 10 of these today. Would you like one? This is, from Pampered Chef. And oh my gosh, I will tell you, most people say, Pampered Chef? Oh yeah, I love Pampered Chef. So that's a great way to make contacts even when you're out and about in your busy life. So if you're like, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have time. Well, just do it as you're going about your day. And just be intentional about your business. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being on our video conference today. It's so great to see all your beautiful faces and just so excited to see everything that's going on in your businesses. Keep up the great work. And this is recorded, so if you need to go back and listen to anything, you're more than welcome. And then, if you're like, oh, I'd like to watch that video again, if you can't find it or something, just reach out to Miriam and I would be happy to send you a link. I know a lot of this has already been posted on our team page. A lot of times it gets way down and sometimes it's hard to find later on. But like Miriam did, you can click on videos. So like on our team page, if you just click on videos, it'll pull up all the videos we've ever posted on our page. So that's an easier way to find things too.
And we want to know who's going to be our consultant superstar next month. So work your business and we'll see who we're going to pick to share on the next meeting what you're doing differently or what you're doing in your business, or maybe as a result of your 15 contacts.
Yeah, and don't be scared. Don't be like, oh, I don't know if I want to be a consultant super because I don't want to share it. Guys, we just want to hear what you're doing, It wasn't too hard, was it, Vicki and Juanita?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay, good. I don't want anybody to be scared.
You're just talking to your friends.
All right, y'all. Have a great day. And, of course, if you ever need anything, you always reach out to Miriam and I. We're always here to help you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, have an awesome weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Amy, I'll give you a call here in a little bit, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Nice
Nice meeting you,
Bye.
Amy.
Nice
Meeting you,
meeting you.
Amy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.